In a world where combat sports demand not only raw power, but also discipline, patience, and unbreakable mental strength, a new warrior has risen from the vast and unforgiving lands of Mongolia. Mongolia has always been known as a land of warriors, a place where survival itself demands toughness, and where history is written through strength, endurance, and honor. From this harsh yet beautiful environment emerged Enkh-Orgil Baatarkhuu, carrying the weight of his heritage every time he steps into competition, knowing that he represents more than just himself. Part 1. Origins and Early Life. Mongolia's culture is deeply connected to combat, discipline, and physical strength. From ancient nomadic traditions to modern combat gyms, life was not easy, but it was honest, and that honesty slowly built his character. The cold winters, long days, and physical demands of daily life shaped his understanding of hardship early on, teaching him that strength is not given, it is earned. As a child, Enkh-Orgil learned that nothing comes without struggle. There were no shortcuts and no guarantees of success. Physical labor, responsibility, balance, control, and respect before aggression. Wins were celebrated quietly, and losses were accepted as lessons rather than failures. Even when injuries appeared and fatigue tested his limits, quitting was never an option. Every fall was followed by the determination to stand up again, stronger than before. Part 2. Discovering the fighter within. Progress was slow, but it was real. Losses arrived along the way, sometimes painfully, exposing weaknesses and shaking his confidence. Doubt appeared in moments of exhaustion, especially when results did not reflect the effort he invested. But instead of stepping away, he leaned into the struggle. Each defeat sharpened his awareness. Each mistake became a guide for improvement. Pain turned into knowledge, and failure became part of growth. Slowly, the fighter within him began to emerge. His movements became more controlled, his reactions more calculated, and his mindset more focused. He was no longer training just to compete. He was training to evolve, pushing his physical limits while developing mental discipline. Sacrifice became normal, and comfort became rare. There was no fame, no spotlight, and no guarantees of success. Only the grind remained constant. Conditioning sessions tested his endurance. Sparring pushed him beyond his limits, and mental fatigue became a daily challenge. Yet, consistency slowly separated him from others. While many quit when progress slowed, he stayed committed. As he transitioned into professional competition, the pressure increased dramatically. Calm under pressure, how to manage chaos inside the cage, and how to trust his preparation when everything was on the line. Part 4. Entering one championship. Reaching one championship is a dream many fighters chase, but few achieve. It represents the highest level of competition across Asia and the world. For Enkh-Orgil Baatarkhuu, only preparation, instinct, and belief mattered. Enkh-Orgil fought with discipline and composure. Part 5. Fighting style and mentality. Enkh-Orgil Baatarkhuu's fighting style reflects his roots. A strong base, controlled aggression, and relentless pace define his approach. He values positioning, conditioning, and patience over reckless movement. His mindset remains calm even under pressure. No journey in combat sports is ever perfect. Losses are inevitable, confidence is tested, and momentum can shift without warning. Sometimes in a single moment. Every fighter who steps into the cage eventually faces doubt, pain, and silence after defeat. But what truly defines Enkh-Orgil Baatarkhuu is not the setbacks placed in his path. It is how he responds when everything becomes difficult. Each challenge becomes fuel rather than an excuse. Each criticism becomes motivation rather than discouragement. He does not run from pressure or uncertainty. He learns from it, adapts to it, and grows stronger because of it. In a sport where many are broken by expectations and fear, Enkh-Orgil chooses discipline and patience. He understands that greatness is not built overnight, and that progress is often invisible before it becomes undeniable. Day after day, fight after fight, he continues to refine his skills, sharpen his mindset, and strengthen his resolve. But instead respect the process and the grind. His story is still being written, and his journey is far from complete. There are more battles ahead, more lessons to learn, and more moments that will test his character. Warriors are not created under bright lights or instant success. They are forged quietly through sacrifice, patience, and belief when no one is watching. As the world continues to watch his rise, Enkh-Orgil Baatarkhuu continues to forge his legacy, one fight at a time, carrying the spirit of Mongolia with him wherever he goes.